Beneath the waves, she waits, trapped between the living and the dead. Welcome aboard, the Queen Mary. Once the grandest ocean liner of her time, the RMS Queen Mary now rests in Long Beach, California. This floating relic has witnessed luxury, war, and death, but what remains behind her steel walls are whispers of those who never left. In her prime, the Queen Mary was a beacon of opulence, ferrying the rich and famous across the Atlantic. But during World War II, she took on a new identity, becoming a troopship known as the Grey Ghost. It's said that the tragedies and violence of war left a dark imprint, forever staining her halls with the energy of the departed. Deep below deck in the Queen Mary's engine room lies one of the most notorious sites of paranormal activity. Many believe the spirit of a young sailor, crushed by the door of Shaft Alley during a routine drill in 1966, still lingers here. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported hearing disembodied voices and footsteps that follow them, yet no one is ever there. Some have even claimed to see a figure in a blue boiler suit, only for him to vanish into thin air. I was down there with my team when we heard it. A loud metallic crash like the sound of a door slamming shut. We searched the entire engine room, but there was no one else down there.
I felt a cold hand brush against my arm, but when I turned around, there was nothing. Just a feeling, like someone was watching me.
One of the most chilling locations aboard the Queen Mary is the first-class swimming pool. Once a glamorous symbol of luxury, today it's known for unexplained phenomena. People have reported hearing the faint splashing of water, though the pool has been dry for decades. Perhaps the most infamous spirit here is that of a little girl named Jackie, who is said to have drowned in the pool. Visitors have reported hearing her giggling and even seeing her ghost playing near the pool's edge. I was standing right where you're looking now when I heard the laughter, clear as day, but when I looked around, the room was completely empty. During the ship's service as a wartime hospital and transport, it housed many wounded and dying soldiers in its isolation ward. The stories of agony and death linger here, giving this part of the ship an ominous energy. Visitors have reported hearing moans and cries from the empty beds, as if the wounded and dying from decades past are still calling for help. Some even claim to see the ghostly figure of a nurse tending to the sick, forever caught in her final duties. In contrast to the more ominous spirits, some entities aboard the Queen Mary seem to be reliving their happier moments. The Grand Ballroom, once a place of joy and celebration, is said to be visited by elegant spirits who refuse to leave the dance floor behind. Spectral figures in evening wear have been spotted gliding across the ballroom floor, their footsteps echoing faintly in the night, as if they're still attending a long-forgotten party. The Queen Mary has sailed her final voyage, but she remains active, in ways beyond explanation. Paranormal researchers continue to flock here, hoping to capture evidence of the spirits that are said to call this ship home. Whether you believe or not, there's no denying the lingering presence of something otherworldly. Welcome aboard, but beware, you might not be the only guest. End credits with mysterious music.